So, jawohl, ihr Lieben. Wir werden hier noch ein paar Shaders kompiliert irgendwie. Was ist hier los? Warum auf einmal das? Das dauert ja jetzt eine Stunde oder was? Hier schön auf dem PC mit dem Xbox-Controller, Leute. Ja, keine Ahnung. Wenn ich das gewusst hätte, ich habe direkt auf Play gedrückt. Also auf Stream starten. Ja, jetzt müssen wir kurz warten. Dragons Dogma 2. Aber können wir uns hier mal schön jetzt hier nochmal den Hintergrund hier ansehen. Mal da rechts haben wir die Brücke, da waren wir schon gewesen. Aber über die große Brücke sind wir da rübergelaufen mal? Nein, ich glaube nicht. Das ist ja die Stadt, wo wir da ankommen. Nicht Melf, sondern wie heißt die Stadt? Weiß ich jetzt gar nicht. In der haben wir uns noch nicht mal komplett umgesehen. Da ist auf jeden Fall noch ein Historic-Festival erledigen müssen. Also mindestens eine, jetzt die erste. Die haben wir vor 10 Stunden oder so angenommen. Immer noch, die sind wir noch gar nicht angegangen. Jetzt müssen wir auf jeden Fall erstmal Bescheid sagen, dass es Ulrike gut geht und dass sie da so lange da in dem Dorf bleibt. In dem Angeldorf. War das so ein Anglerdorf? Bis der Drachen erledigt ist. Und ja, also das mit den Shadern jetzt hier, das ist ja jetzt natürlich schon nervig, dass mir das nicht gleich aufgefallen ist. Weil das ja hier offensichtlich doch ein bisschen dauert, war. Das gab aber kein Update. Also das Update ist schon ein bisschen her. Ich kann ja mal schauen, nebenbei, ob es hier ein Update gab bei Steam. Geh mal hier rein in die Bibliothek und guck mal nebenbei. Nee, für Assetto Corsa Competizione gab es ein Update. Aber nicht für Dragon's Dogma. Wo wir jetzt übrigens 27,8 Stunden auf dem Konto haben. Mittlerweile. Und die Shader dauern noch, bestimmt 10 Minuten? Mindestens. Ah ne, guck mal, jetzt flutscht es. Oh, jetzt ist er in Fahrt. Jetzt. Jetzt ist er in Fahrt gekommen. Aber es hängt jetzt wieder. Naja, müssen wir halt warten, wa? Es ist wie es ist. Könnt jetzt natürlich den Stream abbrechen und nochmal neu. Aber hey, wir warten jetzt hier einfach die 3 Minuten noch. Und hoffen, dass alles gut wird. Trinken wir derweil noch ein Stück Käffchen. Und ich hoffe, es geht euch gut. Erstmal nochmal frohe Ostern, schöne Ostern hier. Wir haben Ostermontag. Und ich hoffe, ihr hattet alle eine schöne Zeit mit euren Familien. Schöne Feiertage, wenn ihr jetzt hier keine Ostern feiern mögt, macht, wie auch immer. Dann auf jeden Fall ein paar schöne Feiertage, ja. Ist ja auch schön. Und ansonsten, ja, habt ihr eine schöne Zeit. Jetzt sind wir knapp bei der Hälfte und der Stream läuft jetzt 3,5, fast knapp 4 Minuten. Also haben wir gleich geschafft. Ja. Dragon's Dogma, was gibt's dazu zu sagen? Macht auf jeden Fall richtig Bock. Also wir haben jetzt innerhalb von einer Woche, letzten Freitag kam das glaube ich raus, war? Haben wir jetzt hier 27 Stunden verbracht in dem Spiel. Und das ist glaube ich schon ganz okay. Also wenn wir Prince of Persia so gespielt hätten, hätten wir das in einer Woche fast durchgespielt. Das waren glaube ich knapp 40 Stunden, wenn mich nicht alle täuscht. Ja, ich denke ja. So, jetzt kann sich aber langsam hier ein bisschen beeilen, denn wir wollen anfangen. Ne? Heute Abend gibt es dann noch ein bisschen GT7. Da sind ja die neuen Dailies heute erschienen. Und ich hoffe, die laufen besser als die letzteren. Also in der Wüste sind wir ja nicht gefahren. Was ist das? Watkins Glen oder so? Wir sind ja nur Spa gefahren, aber das war schon schwierig. Da war mindestens immer ein Fehler mit drin. Und der hat uns das ganze Rennen immer zunichte gemacht. Das war irgendwie. Was dauert denn das so lange? Hallo Spiel, bitte beeile dich. Ach, Mensch. 5,5 Minuten. Schon. 5,5 Minuten. Da juckt so ja mein Ohr oben. Aber jetzt haben wir ja, was haben wir denn jetzt? 3/5? Bisschen weniger, wa? Also, ist auf jeden Fall Licht am Ende des Tunnels zu erkennen. So, mal gucken. Wir haben jetzt unseren Dieb. Den haben wir ja, spielen wir jetzt seit einem Stream oder so. Und wann wir da jetzt wieder tauschen. Wir haben fälschlicherweise für Herr Linde haben wir so einen Stab gekauft für den Magier, also für den Großen. Und sie ist ja hier diese kleine Magierin. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, wie die heißen. Und da haben wir jetzt hier bei den Elben waren wir gewesen, haben wir kein Wort verstanden, aber man kannte ja schon so ein bisschen die Menüs und kam dann trotzdem zurecht. Da haben wir außerdem die falsche Waffe gekauft. Die war auch recht teuer. 15.000 oder so. Die können wir jetzt gar nicht benutzen. Also müssen wir beim nächsten Mal, wenn wir wechseln, müssen wir auf jeden Fall den Charakter nehmen. Für sie. Und was wir dann benutzen, kann ich noch gar nicht sagen. Weiß ich gar nicht. Der gibt ja noch diese OP-Klasse irgendwie, was da viel, da sieht man ja so mal viele Videos, also Thumbnails auf jeden Fall. Wenn man so ein bisschen guckt, so bei YouTube, dann wird einem ja immer viel vorgeschlagen. Ah, und da gibt es ja hier diese magische Klinge oder was, wie das heißt. Ja, habe ich aber noch nicht. Nee, den Typen, der die freischaltet, den habe ich nicht gefunden. Und ja, der kommt aber bald. So, jetzt ist es hier bald erreicht. Guck mal hier, das Ende ist schon hier ein bisschen in the Flames hier. Da wird so ein bisschen im Bild. Da. Also weit ist es nicht mehr. Und wir können endlich starten hier so. Ja, 8 Minuten jetzt. Habe ich mit 10 Minuten ja fast richtig gelegen. Und dann kann es ja gleich losgehen. Hier mit Dragons Dogma 2 auf dem PC. Was hier eigentlich, ist es denn überhaupt eine Fortsetzung oder ist es mehr so ein Remake vom ersten Teil? Also ich habe den Trailer gesehen, der hatte vorhin ein bisschen Switch gespielt hier. Princess Peach, die erste Stunde. Und die gibt es ja jetzt auch auf der Switch, den ersten Teil. Und das war also alles sehr ähnlich. Also die gleichen Gegner, die gleichen Leute, die da rumrennen, so, also auf den ersten Blick vom Trailer her. Und auch die gleichen Bosse jetzt so, also größeren Gegner waren auch ähnlich, also gleich, möchte ich sogar behaupten. Deshalb kein Plan, ob das jetzt hier wirklich ein zweiter Teil ist. Steht ja auch nicht im Titel. Wenn wir jetzt das Spiel starten, da steht ja nicht Dragon's Dogma 2, da steht ja nur Dragon's Dogma. Deswegen ist es wahrscheinlich einfach mehr ein Remake, oder? Kann man fast sagen. So, wir haben's. Jetzt geht's los. Dragon's Dogma. Auf dem PC. Bababam, bababam. Da ist es. Dragon's Dogma. Wir starten vom letzten Speicherpunkt. Informiere Lennart über Ulrikas Wohlergehen. Kehre zu Lennart zurück und berichte ihm von Ulrika. Das machen wir jetzt. Ich bin jetzt in den letzten Stunden nur hier so rumgeirrt und habe ein bisschen erkundet. Wir gehen jetzt aber weiter.
We ought to bring him these tidings post haste. Methinks I know where to find the person who... A flock of harpies brought you!
It's fierce fire's fury. You have my protection. I grant you lightning's fangs.
Boah, geil, ich hab geil. Macht gleich wieder. Einfach nur geil. Ist hier oben eigentlich was? Kann man hier raufspringen?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Ja, komm mal doch.
Over here, if you please.
Kommt man hier hoch? Wir müssen uns noch ein bisschen umsehen hier nebenbei, schon auf dem Weg dahin. Dann irgendwie, habe ich das Gefühl. Hier ist aber gar nichts. Umsonst hochgeklettert. Was? Voll aufgeklatscht. Bitte heile mich, Herr Linde.
Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid?
Vielen Dank. Und wir können weitergehen.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early dripping gets the worm, as they say. The arisen has been drenched.
Looten, looten, looten. Alles einsam, was geht. Haben wir hier unten was?
Am I the first to notice we've all got different vocations?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
Wir könnten natürlich auch ins Dorf gehen und mit dem Karren fahren. Wir müssen dann den ganzen Weg
Must
laufen.
each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Machen wir, glaube ich, auch. Dann gehen wir hier ins Dorf. Bauernviertel. Wir brauchen auf jeden Fall viel mehr Ausdauer.
There's much needs doing. This is the dragon, but that's what worries me.
If I
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
Warum haben wir jetzt hier ein Ausrufezeichen? Hier die Hütte oder was? Nee. Ein bisschen Ausrufezeichen, das ist mir immer so ein...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my... specialty.
Ja, für den Weg.
all told, I'm
If
rather
we share our
satisfied.
strengths, we can begin formulate...
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Ach, guck mal hier. Wir müssen nicht mal hingehen.
This ox cart, I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Cool.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I'll not stand for this.
Nice. Und werden wir überfallen bestimmt. Nee. Kein Lappenöl mehr, dann kaufen wir schnell welches. Oh, was ist denn hier los? Was war das? Aber gehen wir rein hier. Und schauen mal, ob wir hier wechseln können. ...29... Ist jetzt nicht bei, wa? 27... 26... Meh. Ist immer nur unser Level. Nee. Können wir verlassen. Hä? Rift verlassen.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Well met, sir. Fancy a look at my wares?
Lampenöl. Wir brauchen Lampenöl.
Do come again.
Müssen wir die noch auffüllen? So.
Well, this is a conundrum.
Whatever am I to do?
Are you trying to provoke me? Too much, I cannot think.
Please have mercy.
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would...
2000 Erfahrungspunkte. Haben oder nicht haben wir?
It's good to know that Ulrika is safe. I only wish I could do more. Still, mayhap I can find some way...
Ach, die rennen hier immer weg, oder was?
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Ach, die macht jetzt hier automatisch da Tränke draus, oder was? Okay.
Well met, sir. Wait, but how much?
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Okay, was haben wir denn jetzt? Jetzt haben wir Bescheid gegeben. haben wir jetzt, glaube ich, erstmal nichts, oder? Können wir wieder zurück in die Stadt und die Aufgabe machen. Würde ich sagen. Fahren wir wieder mit den Karren.
Over here, if you please.
Die führt uns jetzt zum Händler da, oder?
We have arrived.
Ja, aber der hat ja nicht alle Bücher. Der hat ein Buch. Fulminanter Schild. Aber der hat das auch nur einmal. Warte mal. Müssen wir mal holen.
Fulminous shield, eh? I picked it up in Melv after the dragon attacked. Can't speak for its contents, but it certainly looks valuable. Pleasure doing business with you.
So. Und jetzt weiter.
It's this way.
Oha. Das hatten wir ja auch noch nicht.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Wir sind hier schon 100 Mal lang gelaufen, ey.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest. Where the story?
Ice is our ally against such thieves. What are you doing?
You ought not to be so careless.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even...
I shan't let them harm you. Look there. I espy another statue.
Ist doch eine Höhle hier.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
Ja, hier waren wir ja nicht drin. Oder? Das ist ein herrlicher Anblick. Die Landschaft scheint sich in alle Richtungen zu entfalten und ihre Geheimnisse dem geduldigen Beobachter zu offenbaren. Achso, das ist einfach alles.
'Tis a fair reward. We cannot complain.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Woldhar is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Bin völlig im Arsch.
Anyone gives me trouble, they'll taste steel. Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Let my magic grant you an elemental room.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
I'll combine my magic with yours, but you might cast the spell more quickly.
Ihr Schweine! Weiter geht's. Der hat ein bisschen Geld bei.
Well done.
Was sind die hin? Ach, schon tot? Okay.
You have my protection.
Schöne Bild. Müssen wir da rauszoomen.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Kommen wir noch.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Here, strike with lightning on your side.
Did my best.
Goblins, master!
Keine Chance, die Viecher.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Da lang? Okay. Nee, da lang. Hinterhalt hier.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Kurze Heilung. Weiter geht's.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure you are clever if you tell me.
Da oben ist schon wieder der Greif.
My aim is true.
I shan't allow any further harm to you.
We've an opening. Focus your attack.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
One of us has been poisoned. Without any hope of victory, must deploy every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Aus dem Weg gehen hier.
Enemy slowed. Perhaps we'll tire them out.
Alter, kommt hier noch so ein...
Knock its feet out from under it and strike here at your time still.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
Well done.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a minute.
It seems we have enraged our foes.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage? Of course.
Wo bin ich denn?
I grant you right to stand.
Ich wusste ja nicht, wo ich bin. Alter, die Kamera. Auszoom. Komplett. Ah, das ist scheiße.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. Shots not so lightly.
creature is capable of calamitous strength. We ought not to provoke it.
How are we meant to attack it without thinking?
Die Greif ist abgehauen.
All together now. We attack as one.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Mann, bleib hier!
Prepare yourself. Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we.
We must not give them a chance to recover.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Episch.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen
Weiter
to
geht's.
decide.
Haben wir mal eben schnell gemacht. Was ist da eigentlich hier? Da kann man da bestimmt durch.
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Fischi, fischi, fischi.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Ist hier stärkere? Ne.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. It is said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Diese Ausrufezeichen, die machen mir ganz kirre. Ah, ist die Leiter. Die hat sie gemeint.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Ist noch hier irgendwo?
We've got goblins! Let my magic grant you a mental wound. You have my protection. One of us is too I knew this would lay it, Master.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Don't be proud of us. Battle is ours.
Mann, lass mal nicht. Ich hab doch anvisiert. Das ist nicht so leicht. Zeig's nach, oder? Nee. Gar nicht so leicht, die runterzuholen hier.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Right you are.
Das ist aber auch keine Höhle.
That was hard won.
What fails to destroy us only in...
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Wir müssen rasten.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame. Here, strike with lightning on the side.
30!
Over here, if you would.
Wir wollten ja nicht kämpfen.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Wo geht's weiter?
All's lost.
Das ist ganz cool, die macht das automatisch.
I feel pleased to gaze upon it.
Quite agree. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
Wo lang? Ja, wo lang?
One of us has been drenched.
Ja, Linda auch 30 jetzt. Okay, wo geht's weiter? Zeig uns die Truhe. Let's go. Das ist wahrscheinlich eh wieder nur
Pray,
Quatsch.
follow me.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Where are the skeletons?
This calls for a curative. These creatures are truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
da voll hinterher. Die kommt ja nicht mehr hoch.
Open your eyes.
Most impressive, Master.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. A result to be proud of. I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns, lest we summon it unwittingly. That was incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
Hey, wo ist sie denn?
Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid? Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait right there. I grant you lightning's fangs.
Ja, wo ist jetzt die Truhe, die sie uns zeigen wollte? Also das ist wirklich nervig manchmal.
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way. Over here, if you please. It's dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
Habe ich nicht gesehen im Dunkeln. Sorry. Da kämpft jemand. So, das ist ja kein Gegner hier.
You must steer clear of fire. That was excellent. I could have done no better.
I can do no less in service to the original.
Well said.
So, wie geht's weiter? Da lang.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Skeleton, there! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Ah, wo ist einer?
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Da oben ist nochmal ein Lagerfeuer. Können wir direkt benutzen.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in a few.
Well fought, Arisen.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Outstanding.
I'll keep those pins down.
Plenty. Douse the blade before it is too late.
Thank you.
Deity, I'm here. You have my protection. Here,
Ah, da
strike
eine.
the lightning on your side.
Das war ja eine Schnitzel.
I've just had a thought. Curious thing. One of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Each to their own.
Okay, die läuft weiter. Wo will die denn hin? Zum nächsten Händler oder was?
This wound is proof of my negligence.
Kann ich mir ja nur so vorstellen, dass sie zum nächsten Händler will. Machst du den Kopf? Jetzt.
That was superb, Arisen.
Ja. So, können wir jetzt weiter? Jo. Weiter geht's.
Suppose I ought to earn my
I'll have an early supper.
Pray, follow me.
Käfer.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Wo will die denn hin? Ach, hier hoch wahrscheinlich, wa? Ne, die will in die Stadt. Hä?
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Das Handelsviertel. Bringt uns hier bestimmt zum Händler. Nee.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Oh, excellent find.
Wo will die denn hin?
Over here, if you would.
Eingeschränkt dazu, es gibt Orte, die vollkommen tabu sind und andere, zu denen dir nur zu bestimmten Tageszeiten Zugriff gewährt wird. Wenn du dich zum Beispiel eine Wache nachts auf einem Palastgelände erwischt, wirst du wegen... Achso.
I'll remain here.
How could I have forestalled this? I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
Always sets me to thinking. The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon last appeared. 'Twas a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure. But I cannot deny it. I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind. An end to the age of proxies at last. And indeed, we have our sovereign, though he is yet abed, nursing those grievous wounds. Still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my lifetime. Ah, I could weep for joy. We've naught to discuss.
Hier soll es jetzt sein, halt.
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
Is there aught you require?
Know your place.
Ach, das ist die Hauptquest, wa? Wo wir uns reinschleichen sollten.
prowling. Time for an early supper.
Nary a dental scratch on my arm.
'Tis good to be reunited.
Not every patron.
Freudenhaus.
Makes it smell like always could use a bit of excitement in my life. Place to soothe the spirit.
I must find my home. My fur is not home.
I ought to attend to.
I've matters to attend to.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through.
Das Freundescode ist ein Etablissement, das auf die Laster der Adligen und die vermögenden Elite ausgerichtet ist. Eine Mitgliedskarte ist erforderlich, um Zugang zu erhalten, und seine Dienste sind für jene erhältlich, die sie sich leisten können. Auf jedem Stockwerk sind Kurtisanen anzutreffen, die verschiedene Vorlieben bedienen. Lediglich die Dienste derer im 3. Stock stehen neuen Besuchern des Etablissements nicht zur Verfügung. Nur geschätzte Stammkunden können die Platinkarte erhalten, auf welcher man denen in den Genuss der Gesellschaft dieser exklusiven Kurtisanen kommt.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. So, we are to scour for the grimoires and... I know of nothing that demands your immediate notice. So, we are to scour for the grimoires and Miss Trisha's list.
Ja, wo sind die?
I'll teach him a lesson.
Feels eerie with no one about.
If 'tis an obscure text we seek, methinks Magistrate Wolthar is our best hope. His knowledge of tomes is unparalleled.
Magistrat Waldhaar,
If you
okay.
would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Magistrat Waldhaar. Der rennt hier oben irgendwo rum.
Our soldiers need better than freedom.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
We shall await you here, Master.
Boah, den erstmal hier zu finden. Kann er jetzt hier überall sein, oder? Also wahrscheinlich nicht, aber ist doch hier riesig. Zeig mal. Gästegemächer. So, wir gehen mal nochmal runter. Ist zu. Ach, ein Tor. Vornehme Beinkleider. Oh. Das ist aber was Schönes. Dann kommen wir hier ran. Nochmal. Haben ist anscheinend besser als brauchen. Aber wir suchen den Magistrat. Wo finden wir den? Wenn ich jetzt runter war, ja. Vornehme Beinkleider? Das ist ein anderer Umhang. Das ist jetzt nicht so viel besser. Können wir anziehen, wenn wir vornehm rumrennen. Ist er hier drin?
Have you business in Batal? Then you, good sir, will require an entry permit. Don't go thinking you can slip through the border checkpoint without one. Too many scoundrels are trying that of late. Trade twixt our nations may be on the upswing, but passage of regular civilians. So, should you seek entry in future,
Brunnen. Nein, geh doch mal runter. Können wir uns als Soldat verkleiden? Hier. So, die sind oben. Ach, wo ist denn jetzt hier dieser Typ, den wir suchen?
No idle chatter during missions.
I'm a tad preoccupied.
I hear the coronation. Of course, the matter of attendance is always a contentious one, particularly concerning the special recommendation. You see, commoners who perform meritorious deeds or who it beggars belief that layfolk with nary a shred of decorum should be allowed to attend such an august occasion. For instance, if you, by some miracle, were to be recommended, I should thank you to know your place.
There are few places where I can let
Always a fresh breeze blowing round here.
Praying ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Is this some manner of trial?
My back's not acting up today.
I suppose I ought try to make a little merry.
I dare say you do not belong here, sir.
Is there aught you require?
I dare say you do not belong.
Entschuldigung.
What am I supposed to do?
All my days so oh, how lovely.
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
Schon wieder vornehme Kleider. Und ein Blumenstrauß.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. Awful dull. Can't complain, mate.
I suppose I ought try to make a little.
I'll gladly stay a while.
I'll take any chance not.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle. All's well, I trust. Should you as clearing the high roads of such a... But our hands are oft overfull with culling and escort. The bodies will decay over time, and the winds will...
Ich glaube, wir machen mal die andere. Wir im Preis erfolgen, sogar auf Kosten des Königreichs. Wenn du ihre Pläne durchkreuzen willst, musst du Beweise für sie finden. Schleiche dich zwischen Mitternacht und Morgengrauen durch das Hintertor. Untersuche das Arbeitszimmer.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. Hubris is man's worst enemy. All this control.
Just take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? We have arrived.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Okay, jetzt haben wir früh. Jetzt ist mittags wahrscheinlich. Man sieht ja nicht, wie spät es ist. Ich weiß nicht, dass Mitternacht ist. Ist jetzt Mitternacht? Ich zieh mal hier.
At last. This is quite a quandary.
If that is your destination, we cannot.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I cannot afford another night of cavorting.
He's well tiring of being so towns all day long.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
Praying ne'er put gold in my pocket.
Geklappt? Haha, geil.
I'd sooner stay out of that.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Soll ich jetzt hier hochgehen? Das Wachhaus? Oh, gleich ja nochmal bekommen hier. Wie nervig ist das denn?
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
Ah, wir müssen hoch, wa? Hä, wo sollen wir denn jetzt hier hin? So, Dienststelle. Ah, okay. Auf jeden Fall hoch. War ein Stockwerk höher. Hä? Wo komme ich denn da jetzt hin?
Would that such peace reigned eternal.
Too quiet here for my liking.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
So tranquil.
Die Dienststelle ist eins höher. Hier die Wendeltreppe hoch. Ist davon auch gegangen, glaube ich. Und jetzt da lang? Ich glaube ja. Schaut gut aus. Jo.
Who's there?
Ist das Sven?
Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light?
Oh.
Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I've simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. This room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, your grace?
I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
All my days were so tranquil. Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. Lots to do.
Take it easy today. My knees are acting up. Let them talk. I'm too old to care.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for the I'd sooner stay out of that.
I could see myself.
Hä, wo sind das jetzt hin? Achso, waren nur die Beine, aber die Karte da so geil. Verringert den Verbrauch der Ausdauer beim Blocken mit dem Schild.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying. The man's home is located in Batal. You need only tell him that I eagerly...
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Wie weit ist denn das? Hä? Da unten!
Might we not complete our delivery while we're here?
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Right you are. 'Twould appear you found evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. Now to report to Captain Brandt.
Machen wir da auch.
I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Hat ja gar nichts Schönes? Oh, hier hinter vielleicht. Kommen wir nicht hinter. Schade. Der pennt.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Let me think on this a moment.
Warum haben wir denn hier ein Ausrufezeichen schon wieder?
This isn't much to go on.
Here we are.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Jetzt gehen wir wieder raus. Warte doch gleich da draußen.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer, I bid you...
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim? Seems I bit off more than I can chew.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldar will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee, because should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Hammer kann ich ja behalten.
Mayhap I ought to ask around. Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Okay, cool. Machen wir danach. Wir gehen erstmal hier lang. Müssen wir jetzt ins Schloss oder draußen? Ums Schloss herum.
Over here, if you please.
Ah. Sie weiß Bescheid.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Ist mal ja, was die meinen hier mit Leiter. Ich sehe ja keine.
Such quietude is a blessing.
We shall remain here.
Ich weiß nicht, ob das einen Unterschied macht, aber kann ja nicht schaden.
Even the best of us has its
Time.
limits, I suppose.
This place is too comfortable.
There's ought to be said for peace.
So, das ist bestimmt da oben, mal die Treppe hoch. Ist da eine Leiter? Ja.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance.
Ist aber nicht von draußen, wa?
Follow me, if you would.
Nee, müssen wir schon von drinnen machen.
Following along, I trust.
Ah,
Take care not
Mist.
to lose sight of me.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Wir müssen in den Palast gehen.
Such quietude is a blessing.
So, you've come.
Ah.
Captain Brant bade me allow you.
Danke. Ich weiß ja nicht, ob das was bringt, wenn wir jetzt hier die Klamotten anhaben, aber ich denke.
My shift's done. I'm off to the tavern.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh, the ruler, you say. Claim I must applaud the audacity of though the possibility certainly stands that the man currently residing in the palace is but a pretender.
Ach, das ist der ja.
Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that I suspected as much. Then we are done. Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. Aye, you may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it.
Zwei Fliegen mit einer Klappe. Erst dann bereit seine Zelle zu verlassen, wenn du ihn einen Zufluchtsort findest, in dem er seinen Wissensdurst stillen kann.
is no easy thing. Told you.
Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
So this is where you were, Master. I've searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Ah. Haben wir hier einen geheimen Eingang gefunden. Cool.
Time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth. But that's, you'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beast. If we keep mixing, someday our kingdom will end up with more...
I best make myself scarce.
Sir Fulvio. The artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Wenn ein Zivilist stirbt, wird sein Körper innerhalb weniger Tage nach seinem Tod zu einer Leichnammer gebracht. Ob die Leiche zu Vatals Totenkammer oder Vermunds Leichenschauhaus gebracht wird, hängt davon ab, wo sie gefunden wurde. Der Erweckte kann die Toten mit einem Lazarusstein wiederbeleben. Ah, hier.
One wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Also hier ist keiner. Melly weiß Bescheid. Let's go.
Frey, follow me.
Wo ist er denn jetzt? Ach, da oben.
I quite like it here. Bit bland. What can I throw in?
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
This ox cart's bound for this. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Kostet 200. Warte mal. Warum ist denn das teurer? ja ein Skandal.
Should have quick.
Ach, jetzt kommen wir auch noch rein. Müssen wir erstmal umziehen hier.
Most impressive, Master. Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
Truly? I grant you lightning spang.
One of our number is unconscious.
Mann, man kriegt die ja nicht, ey.
We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent.
Weiter geht's.
Loyalty's just another way to save your own skin.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Wie waren wir
Shall we
denn
see if
hier
there's all to
gewesen?
be found? Well,
Wo sind wir denn? Wir sind jetzt woanders.
we're here.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
Oh.
I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
I dare say I've accomplished a few feats to be proud
It will
of.
be an honor to serve by your side.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of...
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Jo. Ah, jetzt.
Would you mind coming over here?
Got to be something worth decent.
You're all out
hereabouts.
Unless there's coin in it, I'm not interested.
A thief's agility makes them a tricky opponent. Try not to let them get the upper hand. Careful now. You have my protection. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Was ist denn da draußen los? Linda hat geregelt. Aliana.
In relation to that, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Wo geht's denn weiter? Ach Mann, ey.
Pray, follow.
Ich hätten wir erstmal dahin gehen sollen, wa?
Me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Nö.
Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
The Arisen has been drenched.
Nicely done.
Oh, viele jetzt hier.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Was ist denn hier closer look?
Over here, if you please.
Nein, keine Zeit. Bei die sind wir ja gekommen. Was meinen die damit closer look? Was ist denn hier? Hier ist da gar nichts.
Times are peaceful. I can ask for no more than that. I don't want to die.
Ne, wo ist denn jetzt?
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Na, sag mal, wo geht's denn jetzt hier hin? Kommt nichts.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
Careful now.
Wir schlagen ein Lager auf. Hallo, Herr Brecke. Nee, leider nicht. Ich hab das doch total verpennt. Brecke. Aber das ist ja nicht aufgehoben. Ja. Das können wir ja auch Freitag machen oder so.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
Ich weiß ja nicht, wo ich hier hin soll. Wie fühlen mich hierher?
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. Ah, oxen.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be. Twas well worth the effort of breaking it. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
We must not let down our guard. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
Go where your help is needed.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Battle is best avoided. It was excellent. I could have done no better. Come, follow my example. Well said. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Einmal bitte heilen. Jawohl, vielen Dank.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Das ist ja bestimmt in die Stadt da hinten, wa? Lass mal hier hochgehen. Schon wieder so viel Zeug hier, ey. Nein, ist eigentlich weggeworfen, ich Idiot. Da oben können wir. Yeah. Neue Stadt. Kontrollpunkt Ruhrstadt. Grenzsiedlung von Vermund und Battal. Fette Mauer da, wa?
I got the foggiest.
You looking to...
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. It was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more to be quite truthful. I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last... Unless you were to find it for me.
The Jadeite...
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that in times past 'twas safe enough a night when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their night. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph?
Greeting! We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the ale runs dry. Many thanks.
Okay, das war jetzt hier Quatsch. Lass mich durch.
Interested? Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
Achso, das hier wegen dem war. Für Diebe. Verleiht einem Versallen die Spezialisierung Wundarzt, ermöglicht es ihm anonym Heilmittel.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Well done, Arisen. You have acquired a Maester's teaching, an important milestone in mastering any vocation.
I shall strive to learn from your example.
Warum kann sie das denn nicht benutzen?
Time I'd reach new heights of my own.
Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least you'll find a bit pleasure doing business with you. Go on, have a look.
So.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation.
So, Fertigkeiten. Helmspalter. So, das war das. Zauberspeicher. Wird ein Zauber am Stab einsatzbereit verlangsamt, währenddessen die Wiederherstellung von Ausdauer verbraucht zusätzliche Ausdauer. Unheilabwehr erhöht deine magische Abwehr. Durch Heilmittel und Zauber wird eine größere Menge an Gesundheit regeneriert. So. Magier. Und die haben, ach, Erzmagier, genau. Wird die Deutschen sammeln, um sie zu entzünden. Ah, bleiben die dann brennen? Hm. Schneidender Wind. Ach so.
When there are so many exciting... How goes the collection?
Progress.
Business could be better, but I'm scraped. Always a pleasure.
Okay.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Haben wir hier auch eine Bar?
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Beziehungsweise hier ein Waffenladen. Ja.
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons.
Mondsicheln. 22. Oh, die sind aber auch. Wir haben nur 14.000. Hm.
Near the border, where quarrel.
Können nur verbessern, vielleicht.
Occur every other. Always a pleasure.
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste.
Was ist denn Herr Linde? Herr Linde! Hallo!
There are few places left down.
Let me think on this a moment.
So, jetzt.
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near.
Kaninchenfell brauchen wir.
The border. Always a pleasure.
Wir müssen Kaninchen. Gibt's ja gar nicht.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgot. Go on, have a look.
My back. I suppose I'm tired. Barely slept a wink.
Aber warum ist denn jetzt hier? Haben wir immer noch nicht weggegeben. Immer noch bei. Beete sogar. Die können wir da auch einlagern.
This looks as good a place as any. Suppose I'd best get to work.
On my feet all day. My legs are dragged. I'm sure I can handle this.
Is this some manner of trial?
Reckon you trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here. At At least you'll find a bit of
Pleasure doing business with you. Come on, have a look.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
I quite agree.
Was, ne, wo will die hin? Zeuge, andere gemacht, wa?
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Was ist denn da? Auricum. Klettermax.
Follow me, if you would.
Und da haben wir einen Käfer.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Mann, ja, dann komm doch jetzt. Melli. Sind hier alle Monster wieder da, oder was?
I grant you lightning's fangs. I will protect you. I'll combine my magic with yours that you might cast the spell more quickly.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Prepare yourself!
First and foremost, we want to lock on balance, which will prove a much easier target when lying prone. This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
Yep.
Another statue? Mayhap will yield us all to views.
I can foresee no
Und ein
reason
Käfer.
not to go see it up close.
Wartet mit diesen Statuen. Oh. So bedeuten, da weiß ich trotzdem irgendwie nie. Hier liegt immer im Zettel. Ist das ein Schrein? Wer ist darauf gekommen, ihn an einem solchen Ort zu errichten? Was soll denn jetzt der Schrein sein?
One can see far to the distance from here.
Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Right you are. Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid?
Ja. Helen ist so rumgeklatscht. Alle klatschen auf.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Kommt da was? Nee. Wir brauchen auf jeden Fall einen, der weiß, wo das sein soll.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
I quite agree.
Da war hier.
Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
Understood.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boost.
Warum ist wieder ein Käfer? Achso, wenn wir da rumlaufen, kommen wir da hin.
My word. This ox cart has been destroyed.
Ah, nee, ist
The
da
work
oben.
of goblins, mayhap.
Careful now.
Sunset draws near.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Nachts siehst du gar nichts.
Pray, follow me.
Well fought, Arisen.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Outstanding.
It is this way. Would you mind coming over here?
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
I shan't let them harm you. Here, strike the lightning on your side.
Lass mal ein Lager auf hier, dass es ein bisschen heller wird.
Our master is ruthless in command, yet kind indeed.
Faul ist es.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
Das ist ein Riftstein. Mann, ey, das sind immer... Dass man das immer erst so machen muss. Jetzt.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Pray, allow me to show you.
I quite agree. Douse the flame before it's too late.
Höhle am Flussufer, wo denn?
Over here, if you please. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go. Their master, Saurians! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
It was a glorious success.
Let us try for
Höhle?
the same result with our next attack.
Höhle am Flussufer heißt das hier. Hier. Ah, geil.
Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Metallbeinschienen. Für wen ist das? Für einen Schwertkämpfer.
Let me get that. Most impressive, Master. Shots not so likely.
Wo immer rauskommen wie der Typ.
Kaputt. Focus your attacks. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. I got your mind back.
Fall doch ab! Wo ist er denn? Nichts. Habe ich gesehen.
That was superb, Arisen.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
We are fortunate indeed. This is a rare find.
We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it. Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance.
We fight.
Was er denn?
To arms.
Of course.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Gehen wir hier weiter durch. Ist da oben irgendwie was?
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
I quite agree. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
Was, wo wir jetzt hier rauskommen, wa?
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Ach.
Follow me, if you would.
Hä? Da sollte doch. Naja. Nur macht's Melli. Wollten wir ja eigentlich eh.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Was gehen wir wieder hier runter? Wir müssen langsam hier bald Schluss machen, Leute, leider. Die Zeit vergeht einfach zu schnell hier bei dem Spiel.
Pray, follow me.
Wir laufen hier einfach zur anderen Stadt. Mehr machen wir ja nicht.
I cannot force you down us. The battle continues. Well said. Let thy magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
nicht looten? Jetzt. So, Melly, wo lang?
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Mensch, Melly. Ja, jetzt sind wir hier. Ja. Was ist denn hier oben? Eine Truhe.
I dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters. We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
Right you are.
Und er fährt ja in die falsche Richtung.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
There, Master! Saurian!
I grant you lightning spans. My curative magics are at your disposal. Point right there.
Ja, kein Loot. Gibt's aber nicht. Was ist denn los mit den Viechern?
Follow me, if you would.
Sind wir hier. Sind wir hier bei der Mine? Ah, okay. Da oben waren wir, oder nicht? Ja, aber hier ist da alles.
Would you mind coming over here?
I will protect you. mental beast.
Drache? Das war ja mega laut. Ah, das ist laut.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've
Yes,
examined our
it-
surroundings. It's got me! It seems to have enraged our foe.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Understood.
'Tis a foe worthy of caution.
Really? Now? The simplest our foes obey. Not to be outcommanded. Right, here it comes. This battle demands all our strength. We must stand together. Together now. The attack as one. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Understood.
Hammer. Aber wir kriegen die 2000er Pound-Punkte.
Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward here.
Over here, if you please.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Feuer brauchen wir nicht. Haben wir hier in der Höhle schon? Ja.
Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
I see it as a glad. Orion, Master. Here, strike with lightning on your side.
One of us is being French.
You have my protection. What am I to do? I can make no sense.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Wir müssen warten, bis Melly uns geführt hat, dass wir hier sie austauschen können.
This oxguard was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result.
Wrought by the hands of brigands. Or the claws of monsters. Careful now. Not bad. I'll hold the enemy at bay. Well said. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Melly, komm. Keine Zeit, wird gleich schon wieder dunkel.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Haben wir alle, oder?
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Weiter geht's. Ich glaube, wir müssen jetzt einfach zurück in den Kerker.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here. Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
Wenn ihr wieder den Haupteingang war.
We shall remain here.
Wo war denn der Eingang? Wo war denn dieser Seiteneingang? Das hier? Kann schon sein. Ja, genau, hier unten lang, glaube ich. Oder? Einfach mal langlaufen, ich glaube ja.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason. Will you...
Ah ne, den Stein, Richtung Stein.
Want to put it to good use.
Und dann hier rum. Nee, noch anders. Da lang. Ich bin gerade verwirrt. Diese Karte, ey. Warum ist sie denn nicht immer nach Norden ausgerichtet? Das ist auch falsch. Ey, ich werd wahnsinnig. Hier lang, oder? Richtung Osten müssen wir. Genau andersrum. Da lang. Nee. Doch, und dann die Schräge runter. Richtung der Wahrsagerin. Da.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Na, hier hoch, oder? Ich bin verwirrt.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Well met, sir. Time to be heading home.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Let's take it easy today.
Wir müssen da hoch.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend.
Ah, Zufall.
So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my Many thanks, friend. I knew...
Können wir eine Runde pennen jetzt.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
You have my support.
Schon wieder vergammelt hier.
Shall we get some rest then?
Oh.
I witnessed a stunning...
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
So, aber wie komme ich denn jetzt da hoch? Oh Gott, ist mir ganz runtergefallen. Ey, das gibt's da nicht. Bin doch hier total falsch.
Time to head to market, methinks.
I've trained for this.
Where to now?
Mayhap I ought take stock. See what's needed.
Ich weiß nicht mehr, wo ich da raus... Warum ist denn das nicht auch auf der Karte markiert? Hier, wa? Oder? Oder hier?
Suppose I'd best earn my keep.
Jetzt bin ich da. Mein, das ist ja ein komplizierter Weg hier.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Got to keep it together. I never thought things would turn out this way.
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in. It's just another way to save your own skin.
Ja, ja, hier war das.
Should have quit while I had the chance.
We shall await you here, Master.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind. His armor's seen better days.
Well, have you found? I suspected as much. Then we are done.
Ach, Mann.
To polish up my gear. Everyone's as tired as I am.
Ist da kein anderer eingesperrt? Hier ist da ja keiner weiter eingesperrt. Was der lieber freigelassen haben, blöderweise. Den haben wir ja freigelassen.
I'll stick my head where it will get cut off.
Or to polish up my gear for the morrow.
Oh.
Little. Fine. Should have set these sights lower.
Looking for a fight, but I can take you.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I will protect you. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Are you trying to piss me off?
Ja, ich sehe ohne jetzt nicht.
Might not one of the bandits in Vernworth's jail know of the methods employed by thieves and their ilk? Then follow me.
Da ist keiner mehr im Kerker, mag da eben.
I quite
Das ist ja die Scheiße. Das ist bestimmt der, den ich freilassen habe.
agree. You're asking for it. Suppose I'll call it a day and go for a drink.
I'll train.
Seems
Alter.
this is where my luck runs out. I don't tell half as many lies as my pal.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find it.
Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid?
Oh Gott, die sterben alle.
I don't know what to do.
Hätte ich den mal nicht freigelassen. Das ist bestimmt...
Arms, arms for the poor. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
By your command, Arisen.
Mal hier rein. Den waren wir aber schon mal gewesen.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Was I lacking in devotion?
Have courage. You can prevail.
Best be heading home. Fie, that hurts!
All that fuss, and nary a coin to show for it.
Wish 'twere always night.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
No, I pray you.
Churns my stomach, this does.
No easy answers.
Understood. Where the Cyclops Master? I shan't let them off. I got his life in his hand. It seems we have enraged our foes. I do not use the range to our advantage. I'll combine my magic with yours to might Focus. A moment of the decision may still undo. At last.
It all becomes clear. Prepare yourself.
Da rennt der hier in der Stadt rum.
So close a call offers no solace in victory.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Hoi, friend!
There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it, I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it is proof that I am not my mother's servant to be willed about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my... though it came to me through you, of course. Pray, take this with my thanks. 'Tis quite a rarity, as I hear it. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see, though I feel sure we shall in time. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
Right you are.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay. Even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to...
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
There'll be a few heavy purses about today. What else makes it?
Not a care in the world, just as it should be as well.
Mist, der ist schon weg.
Oh, are you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place. Were you not listening? The tavern, tonight. Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day.
Okay.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn.
I am confident we shall see this matter to a successful conclusion.
It would seem we even need to visit the palace.
Ist er wieder da? Müssen wir uns dann wieder
It would seem we
umziehen.
even need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that she might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road? Despite the hour.
Ach Quatsch, stehen wollte ich nehmen.
You know where to find me. This inspires naught but mischief.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. Over here, if you please.
So, letzte Quest jetzt hier. Danach werden wir Schluss machen.
We're here, Master. We shall remain here.
You are the follow me.
That's enough intellectual labor for one day. Suppose I best earn my keep.
Townspeople. Good. Can't let myself get distracted.
'Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Okay.
I'm nodding off where I stand. My sword arm could use some work.
Someone comes looking for a fight. I won't say no.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with everything. Thankless job, this.
I only pray my watch.
Was sollen wir nochmal machen? Die Gemächer des Ministers. Das ist irgendein Raum. Ist dann aber wahrscheinlich eher oben, oder? Boah, man sieht hier nicht durch.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
War ja nicht. Machen wir da? Wir sind da hier drin. Historischer Kapitel. Sollen wir jetzt wieder abhauen oder was? Nee. Oder sollen wir jetzt hier warten? Sollten wir den jetzt verfolgen? Nee.
Nothing more pathetic than begging for your life.
Ist ja nicht. Was dass wir jetzt hier warten sollen? Aber wir sind doch da, hier ist doch nichts.
You seem to be rather friendly with Captain Brancer. 'Tis lamentable that the captain of the late Consul's Guard should have been... But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking... Ever since Theseus' faction seized power within the palace, I'd attract if I were you. I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain.
Wo war das jetzt? Hier. Ja, aber hier ist doch nichts. Jetzt hört doch mal auf, ey. Ich kann mir nur vorstellen, dass wir da jetzt warten sollen, bis der zurückkommt. Also runterspringen war jetzt auch nicht richtig. Nee. Und es ist immer noch Nacht. Ich warte jetzt hier mal. Dann machen wir Schluss, Leute. Dann kann ich mehr. Oh Gott. Ich frage mich, ob die Zeit überhaupt vergeht jetzt hier. Aber eigentlich ja, oder? Man sieht aber auch nirgends, wie spät es ist. Jetzt hier im Spiel. Ah.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence.
No one's listening.
I could do with a long soak in the
I
tub.
could forget all my...
Well, well.
Hä? Wer ist da?
Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Ich habe eine epische Rüstung an.
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
Wer ist sie? Wie hast du mir geholfen?
I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
Okay.
Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait. This is neither the time...
Okay, alles klar. Weiß ich Bescheid.
Hoping there'll be no trouble today. At least my back's not acting up today.
Some of us get complacent.
The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades. 'Twas a tragedy to those who suffered the beast. I thought to myself,
Das
with
kennen wir
and
schon, ne?
indeed, still, that I...
Hallo Leute, weiter
It
geht's.
seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Mustn't let it burn.
Let's take it easy today. The rules at your
Lots to be taken care of.
Halt, Ruhe.
The sky always puts... Well met, sir. Fancy again, then?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we ought pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." a meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and his neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this God's way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
As a reward, you will of course require... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Aldo, you say? Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Kendrick.
Would you mind coming over here?
Kleide dich formell und triff dich mit dem Hauptmann. Diese Machenschaften zu entlarven und den falschen Erweckten zu entmachten. Du machst dich auf den Weg zu dem Großereignis.
This might be worth a read. Let's have a look then.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. All shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. Pray, is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true... A place with books likely to entice Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things.
Von der erlösenden
Perchance he
Hand.
knows of such a place. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty?
Wer ist denn die
Do
erlösende
not
Hand?
forget that we work to...
Ja, Leute, wir speichern jetzt ab. Ah, guck mal, hier wird angezeigt. Hier. Die erlösende Hand. Ach, das ist ja hier draußen.
Got to press on. There's much needs doing.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
A few hours sleep or barely drag my ass out of bed. Was I lacking in devotion?
I find such solace in places such as this ought to come from.
Well met, Sir Arisen.
Deswegen ist mir der Name so, weil wir vorhin mit dem schon geredet haben.
Many thanks. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some Might I impose on you to search?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
Oh nee. Jetzt sollen wir den hier suchen, oder was? Das ist doch nicht dein Ernst. Und hier im ganzen Gebiet, na klar, hau doch rein. Ja. Okay.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
Malcolm's just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an... Oh,
Wir speichern ab. Leute, ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen hier bei Dragons Dogma 2. Richtig geil und richtig Laune, aber ja, ist auch sehr langatmig, muss man dazu sagen. Also man muss da schon Bock drauf haben. Aber ich hab Bock. Wir kommen ja stetig weiter. Was ist das hier? Maximale Gewichte Ausrüstung des Trägers stemmen kann. Ach, ein klein wenig. Wie viel denn? Achso, wir haben jetzt zweimal den. Okay. Egal, wir machen beim nächsten Mal weiter, Leute. Passt auf euch auf, bleibt gesund. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet alle ein schönes Osterfest, beziehungsweise ein paar schöne Feiertage und könnt morgen gesund und munter und voller Elan in die neue Woche starten. Macht's gut, Leute. Bye, bye. Lasst gerne ein Däumchen da und dann sehen wir uns hier ganz bald wieder. Ciao, ciao und bis ganz bald.